got a lot of love for Showtime Boxing. And you know what? And you know who else had a lot of love for Showtime Boxing? Let me wipe the screen share. You know who else had a lot of love for Showtime Boxing? And he really looks like a fool right now. And I love the guy. He's a great fighter. I'm a big fan of him. But you know, our boy, Philly's very own, Jaron Ennis. You know, we got long memories here on True School Sports. And I remember in the early stages of this year, before there was ever a Crawford-Spence fight, back when Crawford was talking about going to Golden Boy, and he was still on BLK Prime, you know. BLK Prime, they had called Bozy Ennis, Boots' father, about making Jaron Ennis versus Terence Crawford. Bozy Ennis didn't really have any interest in the fight because he deflected and said, well, you got to talk to my man Steven Espinoza because I'm loyal to Showtime. Well, where did that loyalty get Boots Ennis? It got him in the dark, got him inactive. It got him fighting Romain Villa in the damn, you know, ballroom at Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey. You know, he's not really progressing the way he should because he was overly loyal. Now there's no Showtime, and Boots Ennis, like, what's going to happen next? Is he gonna? What's Boots gonna do? When's he gonna fight again? What platform is he gonna fight again? You know, who knows? I mean, maybe they add him to like one of the undercards coming up. Maybe they add him to like Andre Benavidez, because I have heard rumors of that. I did hear Dave Benavidez talk about Boots being on the undercard. I'm just saying, like, all that loyalty screwed you out of a Terence Crawford fight. And truth be told, that's the fight I wanted to see. I wanted to see Boots fight Crawford, because that to me was always the real number one versus number two. Spence versus Crawford was always the number one versus number three. Crawford was number one, Spence number three. I don't care about the belts. I don't care what you think. It was proven. It was proven on the day of the fight that Errol Spence Jr. was not at that level because he got severely outclassed. So, yeah, just to revisit this real quickly, just to revisit and touch on this real quickly. This is back. This is from back when? How long ago was this? This is back in March of this year. So I got a long memory. I remember all this. This is around the time when Crawford was ordered to fight Alexis Rocha, and then there was all those meetings and pictures of Crawford at the Golden Boy offices surfacing on the internet. A lot of people thought he was going to sign with Golden Boy. I thought that was looking like a thing, right? But here's what Bozy said. For those of you who don't remember, all right, here's what he said. We were trying to set up a fight with Terence Crawford last month because BLK called us. They said, let's sit down and talk. I said, oh, you got to talk to my people first, though. Showtime. I'm loyal to Showtime. I'm going to tell y'all I never signed nothing with Showtime. My word is my bond. 3-fight deal, and whatever we say, we do it. You know, a lot of people want Boots from the Zone to Top Rank. All of them want Boots. But when I tell somebody something, I'm loyal to them. They treat me good. When somebody treats me good, I'm going to treat them good. They fair with me, I'm fair with them. With no signing, no contract, my word is my bond. These people treat me and Boots real good. Now, listen, I ain't knocking him. If he's saying he's getting treated good, that's good. That's great. That's fantastic. Hopefully, I'm sure y'all are getting compensated well to stay there. But my thing is, from a fight fan perspective, from someone who really thinks the world of Jaron Ennis, you know, I've paid my hard-earned money, you know, to not just go to New York City when I went to watch Better BF fight, but I paid my hard-earned money while I was in New York City to watch Better BF fight, to take that little short drive down to Philadelphia, you know, on the bus with Pops to the ghetto of North Philadelphia, to the gym to watch Boots spar. I've seen the man in the flesh, so I know what he's like in real life. He's damn good. He's the truth. He's the real truth, not this Errol Spence stuff, but he's the real truth, right? And I wanted to see that fight. And sometimes, like, I understand loyalty is an important thing, but sometimes you got to do what's best for you, right? You got to look out for your own best interests. And in this case, as we're seeing now with the departure of Showtime, Boots being loyal to Showtime was not in his best interest, because he could have had, I truthfully believe, at that moment in time when there was no Spence fight and Crawford was getting all this pressure put on him by the WBO to fight Rocha, and he was meeting with Golden Boy, that was a moment in time where Boots could have really made the fight happen, and it didn't happen. So I'm kind of upset about it, to be honest with you. But nonetheless, that's how life goes. You know, sometimes you got to struggle to iron's hot. You know, opportunity. It only knocks but once sometimes, and he didn't take it. So now you know, he may never get the Crawford fight because Crawford's now ascended to such a level of stardom where now, you know, like for me, right, when I argue people, when I tell them, I say, I want to see Terence Crawford fight Jaron Ennis. I don't care about Charlo because Terence is going to beat the brakes off Charlo. And I don't care about Canelo because I'm sick of these cash grabs in boxing where guys are just moving up, all right? Moving up in weight. Moving up in weight for cash grabs. So it's just real sad. I'd rather him fight Boots, but everyone's like, oh, well, what's in it for Crawford? It's high risk, low reward. I wouldn't have to make these arguments. I wouldn't have to say these things now if Boots had just taken the damn fight and they would have just, you know, maybe consulted with Showtime and said, hey, look, we're still cool with you guys. We want to work with you guys. We want this fight. Like they could have worked something out. I just don't think enough effort was made by the Boots team to really and truthfully come to a resolution that could have ended with Boots getting in the ring with Terence Crawford, because that to me was the real fight of the welterweight division, not Spence versus Crawford. Spence versus Crawford was played out by the time it happened, and it was a one-sided ass beating. So, you know, it is what it is. My main man, Fix Electronics, says, next time, bus from Chinatown, New York City to Philly, $10 one way. Yeah, I forgot what I took. I think I took one of those, I think it's the Flix bus, one of them cheap buses. It wasn't $10, but it wasn't like expensive either. So it wasn't too bad, you know. David said that he thought Boots was a bum. He thought Boots was a bum going into the fight because there's a footage of Karen getting knocked down by a bum. Lozada, I think is his last name. So I thought, sure thing, and lost like two DUIs worth of money. It sounds like guys trying to tell you, David, stop playing with your money, man. Stop casting your lots and betting. You know, it is what it is. But nonetheless, yeah, I'm kind of upset that, you know, all this loyalty from Boots to Showtime, it got him a fight with Roma Villa, you know, in a ballroom in New Jersey. So you hate to see it. You really hate to see it. But make sure you smash that like button. You know, we're about 45 minutes in. It's your boy BT, Brendan Taylor, the untouchable True School Sports Empire, talking about that Showtime leaving boxing. If y'all got anything to chime in down below, super chat, all that good stuff.